Life as a Box of Prunes, a philosophical exploration. In the film Forrest Gump, the protagonist famously asserts, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." This metaphor paints life as a series of unpredictable but generally pleasant surprises, where even the less desirable options are still sweet. However, this perspective, while comforting, might be seen as overly optimistic. Life, in all its complexity, can be more accurately compared to a box of prunes, where some are fresh, some are rotten, and consuming too many can lead to discomfort. The duality of existence, fresh and rotten prunes. Prunes, unlike chocolates, are not universally loved. They symbolize sustenance, health, and the natural process of aging. Prunes are, after all, dried plums. In life, the fresh prunes represent moments of success, love, and happiness. Times when everything aligns perfectly and life seems to be on your side. These are the moments we savor, much like a perfectly ripe prune. On the other hand, the rotten prunes symbolize the inevitable hardships we encounter: loss, failure, and suffering. These are the prunes that have decayed, embodying the unavoidable decay and degradation that life brings. Just as biting into a rotten prune can leave a bitter taste, so too can these moments leave us with scars and memories that linger long after the experience is over. Yet, these dual aspects of life, the fresh and the rotten, are inextricably linked. The possibility of encountering a rotten prune makes the fresh ones all the more precious. Life's value often comes from its impermanence and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. The awareness of the rotten prunes heightens our appreciation for the good times, just as the existence of pain deepens our capacity for joy. The consequences of overindulgence, the diarrhea of excess. Then, there's the cautionary tale of eating too many prunes, a metaphor for the dangers of excess. In moderation, prunes are beneficial, rich in fiber, and good for digestion. But overindulgence leads to discomfort, much like in life when we chase too much of a good thing without regard for balance. This metaphor warns against the pitfalls of hedonism, where the pursuit of pleasure for its own sake can lead to metaphorical diarrhea, a life overrun by excess, leading to burnout, dissatisfaction, or moral decay. In contrast to the simplicity of chocolates, which often represent pure, unadulterated pleasure, prunes remind us that life requires a careful balance. Too much of anything, even the good, can be detrimental. The Stoic acceptance of life's prunes. Drawing from Stoic philosophy, one might argue that life's box of prunes teaches us to embrace both the fresh and the rotten. Stoicism advocates for accepting life's trials with equanimity, recognizing that we have control over our reactions but not over external events. The rotten prunes, then, are not to be feared or lamented, but accepted as an inevitable part of life's cycle. This approach leads to resilience, where the rotten prunes are not seen as tragedies but as opportunities for growth and understanding. The fresh prunes are enjoyed, but not clung to, with the understanding that life is in constant flux. The Stoic sage, then, opens the box of prunes with calm anticipation, ready to face whatever comes, knowing that even the worst prune cannot diminish their inner peace. Conclusion: life's box of prunes as a reflection of the human condition. In the end, viewing life as a box of prunes rather than chocolates offers a more nuanced, perhaps more realistic, perspective on the human experience. Life is not merely about the sweet surprises, but also about navigating the bitter and unpleasant moments. It's about finding balance, accepting the duality of existence, and recognizing that both the good and the bad are necessary components of a full life. We cannot avoid the rotten prunes, nor should we try to. They are as much a part of life as the fresh ones. What matters is how we handle them, whether we allow them to ruin our appetite for life, or whether we take them in stride, understanding that they too have their place in the grand scheme of things. And in this acceptance, we find not only the wisdom to navigate life, but perhaps a deeper appreciation for the prunes that are sweet, however few and far between they may be.